Did you know that certain mistakes can actually make your eggs harmful? Eggs are often celebrated as one of the healthiest sources of high-quality protein, packed with essential vitamins and nutrients. But what many people don't realize is that if eggs aren't handled properly, they can become more dangerous than beneficial, especially as we age. The reality is this: whether eggs help or harm your body depends largely on how you store, prepare, and cook them. In this video, we'll explore 5 common mistakes that can turn a nutritious egg into a potential health risk. Some of these may surprise you, especially if you've been eating eggs the same way for decades without giving it much thought. But by understanding these key missteps, you'll be able to keep eggs as a safe, healthy, and nourishing part of your diet. Stick with us until the end, because this isn't just about avoiding problems. It's about making small changes that can greatly improve your overall health. Let's get started with the first major mistake. Mistake number 1. Overcooking your eggs. One of the most frequent errors people make is cooking eggs at too high a temperature. While eggs are naturally rich in protein, healthy fats, and crucial vitamins, overheating them can cause negative chemical changes, especially when fried until crispy or boiled for too long. Overcooked eggs undergo a process called oxidation, which damages cholesterol molecules. This oxidized cholesterol has been linked to increased inflammation and a higher risk of heart disease, particularly in older adults. You might have noticed a strong sulfur smell after boiling eggs too long. That's a sign of overcooking. What's happening is that the sulfur in the whites reacts with the iron in the yolk, forming iron sulfide. While this doesn't make the egg poisonous, it damages its nutritional quality. Take Robert, a 76-year-old who fried his eggs until the edges turned brown every morning. He thought the crispy texture made them more enjoyable. But over time, he began experiencing digestive issues and frequent heartburn. After learning about the risks of oxidized cholesterol, he switched to gently cooking his eggs, soft scrambling them over low heat. Within a few weeks, his symptoms eased and he had more energy throughout the day. Another reason to avoid overcooking? It destroys vital nutrients like vitamin B12, folate, and antioxidants such as lutein and zeaxanthin, which are important for brain and eye health. Seniors especially benefit from these nutrients, but high-heat cooking reduces their availability, meaning you get fewer health benefits from the same food. As a major source of daily nutrition, how you cook your eggs is just as important as eating them. The good news is you don't have to stop enjoying eggs to stay safe. You simply need to be mindful of how you prepare them. Cooking eggs at lower temperatures, such as gently boiling, poaching, or soft scrambling, helps preserve their nutrients, while minimizing the formation of harmful compounds like oxidized cholesterol. If you prefer frying your eggs, use low to medium heat and avoid overbrowning. These small adjustments can go a long way in protecting your health and ensuring you get the most from your food. Mistake number 2. Eating raw or undercooked eggs. Some people believe that eating raw or lightly cooked eggs provides more nutrition, but what many don't realize is that it also carries serious health risks, especially for older adults. While eggs are indeed rich in protein, vitamins, and minerals, consuming them raw can expose you to dangerous bacteria like salmonella, which causes food poisoning. For seniors whose immune systems naturally weaken with age, this risk becomes far more serious. What might cause mild discomfort in a younger person can turn into a severe, even life-threatening illness for an older adult. You might not think twice about eating raw cookie dough, homemade mayonnaise, or runny eggs. But even these small indulgences can carry a hidden danger. While salmonella contamination isn't extremely common, it's not rare either, and it's not worth the risk. Symptoms of an infection include fever, stomach cramps, diarrhea, and dehydration. For older individuals, this can quickly escalate into a dangerous condition that may require hospitalization. Consider Margaret, a 68-year-old woman who started every morning with a raw egg smoothie. She believed it was the healthiest way to absorb nutrients. But one day, she began experiencing intense stomach pain and nausea. A trip to the doctor confirmed salmonella poisoning. Margaret was shocked to learn that the eggs she'd trusted for years were likely the cause. After switching to fully cooked eggs, she never had another issue, and still got all the nutrition she needed without the risk. There's another lesser-known issue with raw eggs. They contain a natural compound called avidin, which binds to biotin, a B vitamin that's essential for metabolism, nerve health, and healthy skin and hair. When eggs are eaten raw, avidin blocks your body from absorbing biotin properly. Over time, this can lead to nutritional deficiencies. Cooking eggs deactivates avidin, allowing your body to absorb the biotin and other nutrients effectively. Some people argue that raw eggs are safe if they come from organic or free-range sources. But the truth is, any egg, regardless of where it comes from, can carry bacteria. The safest option is to cook your eggs thoroughly. Scrambled eggs, boiled eggs, poached eggs, with firm yolks and whites. All of these are safe and nutritious choices. If you do enjoy runny yolks, you can reduce the risk by using pasteurized eggs. But even then, cooking them well is always the safer route. Number 3. Storing cooked eggs improperly. A lot of people don't give much thought to how they store cooked eggs, but improper storage can turn a healthy meal into a health hazard. When cooked eggs are left out at room temperature for too long, they can become a breeding ground for harmful bacteria. Bacteria thrive in what's known as the danger zone, between 40 degrees and 140 degrees, and they can multiply rapidly in just a few hours. This is especially risky for older adults because foodborne illnesses tend to affect seniors more severely. If you've ever left scrambled eggs on the kitchen counter and came back to eat them a few hours later, you might have unknowingly taken a risk. The longer cooked eggs are left out, the higher the chance they'll develop bacteria such as Salmonella, Listeria, or E. coli. While refrigerating cooked eggs slows down bacterial growth, it's important to store them properly in airtight containers. Hard-boiled eggs should be eaten within a week. Scrambled or fried eggs should be consumed within 3 to 4 days. Let's take the example of George, a 72-year-old who liked to meal prep by cooking a large batch of scrambled eggs each week. He would leave them, loosely covered in the fridge, and grab some every morning. But after experiencing frequent stomach upset and nausea, he realized his storage method was the issue. After switching to airtight containers and preparing smaller batches, his digestive problems disappeared. Another thing to watch out for is cross-contamination. If cooked eggs are stored near raw meat, unwashed vegetables, or other contaminated foods, they can pick up harmful bacteria, even if they were safe when first cooked. And don't forget about reheating eggs. If you've ever microwaved leftover eggs only to be greeted by a rubbery texture or odd smell, that's because eggs don't reheat well in high heat. Overheating can ruin both their texture and nutritional value. A better method is to gently reheat them on the stove over low heat, adding a splash of water or broth to keep them moist. If using a microwave, heat them in short bursts, stirring occasionally to avoid overcooking. To stay safe and healthy, always store your eggs properly, keep them refrigerated, and eat them within a safe time frame. Even small habits, like good storage, can make a big difference in preventing digestive issues and maintaining overall well-being. Number 4. Using damaged or expired eggs. One of the simplest ways to turn a nutritious egg into a serious health risk is by using eggs that are cracked, expired, or poorly stored. Even if an egg looks okay on the outside, it could still harbor bacteria like Salmonella if it's past its prime, or if the shell has even a tiny crack. This becomes more concerning with age because a weakened immune system makes it harder to fight off infections. Now let's move on to number 5. Cooking eggs with the wrong oils. One of the most common mistakes people make with eggs is using unhealthy cooking oils. While eggs are packed with high-quality protein, healthy fats, and essential nutrients, the oil you use to cook them can either support your health or work against it. Many people don't realize that certain oils, especially highly processed vegetable oils like soybean, corn, and canola oil, can break down when heated. This creates harmful compounds like trans fats and oxidized lipids, which have been linked to inflammation, heart disease, and even cognitive decline, especially in older adults. Unlike natural fats that your body can process easily, these artificial fats interfere with normal cellular functions and can do long-term damage. And for seniors, this matters even more. because chronic inflammation is connected to a wide range of age-related conditions like arthritis, heart problems, and decreased brain function. Take Frank, for example. He's 78 and had been frying his eggs in vegetable oil for decades without thinking much of it. But after learning about the risks of processed oils, he switched to healthier alternatives like butter and extra virgin olive oil. In just a few weeks, he noticed a real difference: less sluggishness after meals and better digestion. He didn't change what he ate, just how he cooked it. And that small shift made a big impact on how he felt every day. Another thing to consider is the smoke point of the oil you're using. That's the temperature at which oil starts to break down and release harmful compounds. Many vegetable oils have low smoke points, which means if you're frying eggs at high heat, you might be introducing free radicals into your body. These unstable molecules can damage cells and speed up aging. A smarter option is to choose oils that are more stable when heated. Butter, ghee, coconut oil, and extra virgin olive oil are all great for cooking eggs. They add flavor and bring essential nutrients that support heart and brain health. If you prefer something lighter, avocado oil is another excellent choice. It has a high smoke point and a healthy balance of monounsaturated fats. The takeaway is this: it's not just what you eat, but how you prepare it. Eggs are incredibly nutritious, but when cooked with the wrong oil, they can go from being a superfood to a health hazard. Making one simple change in your cooking oil can help you reduce inflammation and get the full benefits from the food you love. Now that we've explored the top 5 mistakes people make with eggs, take a moment to reflect. Have you been storing them correctly? Are you using the best oils? Are you checking for cracks or expiration dates? Eggs are one of the most nutritious foods available, but small habits in how you store, handle, and cook them can either protect your health or put it at risk. If you've been overcooking eggs, try lowering the heat to preserve their nutrients. If you eat them raw or undercooked, switch to fully cooked eggs to reduce your risk of foodborne illness. Store them properly, refrigerate leftovers quickly, and avoid leaving cooked eggs at room temperature. And always check for cracks or use the simple water test to know if they're still fresh. Finally, remember to cook your eggs in healthy oils like olive oil, butter, or avocado oil. Avoid processed oils that lead to inflammation and long-term health issues. Making these simple changes in how you handle your eggs can lead to better digestion, more energy, and stronger long-term health. Thank you so much for watching. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to apply it in your life. Your feedback motivates us and helps us grow. If you found this video useful, please give it a like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might benefit. Your support means the world to us. We'll see you in the next video.